Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. You know how this works, but I always like to remind people it's not an exact science. So if something doesn't make sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. So well, I'm not sure why he's doing this. He's coming and playing a violin. Don't know that he ever played a musical instrument. That doesn't matter. It's like he's serenading you. So I don't know if he used to sing little songs to you or sing songs in your presence um or if you're going to hear somebody being serenaded. It's almost like you see those like in the movies or something, where you're sitting in a restaurant, some guy comes around with a violin and he sings or whatever, or stands outside a window and sings a song to the girl up in the bedroom window looking out. It's that kind of feeling. I'm not sure how this is going to fit in, whether this is going to be a sign and you're going to see somebody doing this in a movie, or it reminds you of a movie you guys like to get. I can't quite, he's not explaining, but he's serenading you. So, like I said, maybe it's just that he used to sing to you or sing songs in front of you, or something about a ballad. Ballad. Something about singing a ballad. Did he make up a ballad? So I know that's kind of broad. It's kind of stretching it out, but I hate to be so vague. But sometimes that's just the way it works. So just keep that in mind. Something will ring your bell, and you'll understand what he's trying to say, what he's trying to show. There's always a reason. Always. Okay, now he's singing the song "You Are So Beautiful" by Joe Cocker. So go YouTube that song, Google it. You could possibly hear somebody say that, and that can also be, it's not, he's singing the song to you, but it could also be a sign if you hear somebody, just say you could be walking through the store and you hear somebody in the next aisle go, "You are so beautiful," talking to somebody, or you could see a sign that says "You are beautiful," or you could hear somebody singing the song on TV or on the radio. It doesn't matter. It can be a sign too. He says you need to quit being so stressed out. Stress is not going to help you at all. Realize how beautiful you are. Okay. Not in an ego way. He wants you to tap into your true beauty, and that doesn't mean the outside. The true beauty and essence of who you are. He says you haven't quite found it yet. He says you're looking for external beauty, external validations, when you need to be looking in here at the true beauty of your heart and soul. He says it's a totally different thing, totally different concept. He says you need to dig deep. Find you. Find the true essence of your beautiful soul. He's not talking about like somebody coming by and going, "Hey, you're pretty." He's talking about your true core, your true deep down in there. He said that's what you need to start working on. Your power, your true beauty essence power. And we all have it. We all have it. He says it's time for you. He says to ask him for help with this. And how do I explain this? They cannot override your free will choice. You have to ask. And then you have to be ready to allow whatever steps forward. It could be somebody you run into. It could be a phone call. It could be an opportunity open up. But ask them, ask him, ask them, your guides, your angels, for help in doing this that he wants you to start working on. He says you're dwelling. You're dwelling. Dwelling on him. He says you need to dwell on you. He said it's time for you to find the path of healing. And no, I'm not going anywhere. And whoever said that I'm stuck here, tell him that's not true. So I don't know if somebody's told you that. He's not stuck here. He can go anywhere he wants. He's pure energy. You can't tie a rope on him. You can't tie a rope on him and keep him here. So people that think, well, we think about him too much or we talk to him too much, or sounds like that's the line he's kind of line of thinking he's talking about. That's not true. You can't make them stay here just because you can't keep them from going where they need to go and do what they need to do on the other side just because you talk to them a lot or you think about them a lot or you miss them a lot. That's not true. So if somebody's told you that, that's poo-poo. So don't worry about that. It's like he says, it's like you've got your face covered up. Like you need to open your blinders and look, look forward, look ahead, look at something out there that you're back behind these doors. And I kind of sound like I'm babbling again, aren't I? Okay, he's drawing my eyes to this, my little heart. I got out of my truck one day in a parking lot and I looked down right where I was getting out, and there was this little heart that had broken off of somebody's something. And that was clearly a sign, and I knew who it was from. So it's not going to be exactly like this, but look for little hearts. Like my friend, she's in Mexico right now, and she was talking to her husband in heaven, and she looked down, and there was a piece of coral shaped in the shape of a heart laying right there. It's those kinds of things. So look for the little hearts that you're going to find. It could be a leaf. It could be somebody drew it in the sand, like I saw when I went to a beach. It could be anything anywhere. It doesn't matter. You could be walking through the store and you kind of feel your head pulled to the side and there's a picture of a heart. It doesn't matter. That will be a sign from him to you. He knows. He said he knows your heart is hurting. Now you need to do for you. He says asking for help. Ask, not beg, not demand, not plead. Just simply ask. I am open to you helping me do blah, 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 this. And he says, hopefully these videos are helping you do part of that. He only wants the best for you. He loves you. Okay, he's smoothing out a... do it again. He's smoothing out a blanket on the ground, but it's like something you might sit on the ground. But he's looks like he's inside, but it's not on the bed. It's not on a couch. It's like, did you have a picnic inside your house? Did you go on a picnic and maybe he's just showing it inside? Because someplace that he's trying to validate it's him. Something about spreading a blanket on the ground. We'll just go with that. So you're laying in front of a fireplace on a blanket on the floor. Don't know. He said, just remember I love you. So he says, where do you want to go from here? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be? He said, it's time for you to start thinking about that. You need to accept his help in the position he's in now, the things that he can do now to help. But you need to start thinking about your path forward. Write it down. And I always tell people, write it down. Because like my little squirrel brain, it's always going, no, I want a red one. No, I want a white one. No, I want a black one. Write it down. So your guides, your angels, he knows the best way to help you, because if you keep flipping your thinking like I do, I can't stop it. That's just me. But then they don't know how to help, because, okay, which thing is it you want? Do you want a blue house, a green house, a purple house? Write it down. What is your vision that you see for going down your path? And they're showing me your path now. You're back on it. You took this whoop-de-doo. I call it the scenic route. You ought to see mine. Mine's all... I took a lot of scenic routes along the way. But you're back on it, but it's like there's a big boulder in front of you. And you need to step forward, step around, step over this boulder. Because it's time for you to hop over the big rock. That's what he said. And he said he's going to be there with you holding your hand. Again, he says, you are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? So that's part of the words of that song. He's talking about hot chocolate. I don't know if you've recently had hot chocolate. You guys drank hot chocolate together. You smelled hot chocolate. They love to do the smells and the sounds and the electronics because it's easy for them to try to show that they're still around by using these things. So the smell of hot chocolate will be a sign from him. Or even if you see somebody drinking hot chocolate, could be on Facebook, could be in a movie, doesn't matter where it's at, could be on a billboard, bumper sticker, doesn't matter. He's going bumper sticker, bumper sticker, bumper sticker. Don't know, he's not referring to you're going to see hot chocolate on a bumper sticker. But when I said that, he just kept repeating it. So watch bumper stickers. I don't see too many of them anymore. Yeah. Okay, he showed me the back of a semi. Could even be something stuck on the back of a semi. Start paying attention to those things when you're driving down the road. There'll be little nuggets, little messages, little signs from him. You'll know when you see the right one, you'll go, oh, that's it. That's one of them. Okay. I don't think it's really going to be license plates. Sometimes they use those, but it's like I went to a class, and when I left the class, I thought, am I really supposed to be doing this? I mean, this is when I first started. Should I really be doing this? And as I pulled out of the parking lot, there was a van in front of me, and the license plate said butterfly. It was a shortened version of it because you can only have 7 letters. And I thought, there's my sign, because the white butterfly is a huge sign for me. So I don't think license plates are going to be it for you. It's going to be bumper stickers. Don't know why. They can choose anything they want to. Whatever's easiest for them. Okay, he's talking about hair. HAIR. Then I hear hair of the dog. Hair of the dog, I think isn't that like if you got drunk the night before and you take a drink of beer again in the morning? That's hair of the dog. I don't think that's what he's talking about though. Because I thought when he said hair, it's like physical hair. So I don't know if you've done something different with your hair. You're thinking about it. He likes your hair. But then he said hair of the dog. So take that however it resonates with you. I always love to hear later how the things that come out of my mouth from them, it's like, that makes no sense, but it does to the person I'm talking to. And it's always nice to hear it later. Now he's saying, catch me if you can. And I'm hearing the song too. There's a song, Catch Me If You Can. Hang on. Okay, so Alexa, I don't know what she's coming up with. She's not coming up with the song that I'm hearing. So Google it, YouTube it, whatever, catch me. I'm still hearing it. I want to say like way back in the day. They usually refer to music that I know like from way back. So I catch the tune. Because the new modern stuff, if they said it, I probably wouldn't know what song it was. Anyway, I want to say like the Monkees or something like that. I'm still hearing it. I'm still hearing it. It's an older song. So whatever pops up, hopefully that's it. There's a reason he's singing it. He's being kind of cute about it. He goes, I'm here, I'm there, I'm over there, I'm up there, I'm here, I'm there. He's all over. He's around you a lot more than you know. She's talking again. She's playing that song it's a movie. She's playing a movie, and I didn't tell her to do this again. So maybe it's the movie. Steven Spielberg, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks. Hang on. Don't. Alexa, stop. I don't know why she started showing that again because I'd gone to a song in between that movie that she tried to play, and then I pulled a song up, and then that movie popped up, came back on all by itself. So take it out, however it works, go watch the movie. I know nothing about the movie. I don't watch very many movies. I don't have time. Um, He says, know that you are divinely guided and loved by many up here. You need to turn to them for strength and guidance. And it's not any different than going into a church and praying. Sorry, something popped up about that song on my phone. I don't know. Well, that movie is not leaving. No matter how many times I tell her to stop, the picture of it is still on my ALEXA screen. Go watch that movie. Don't know why. Maybe you guys watched it together. There's something in it. And again, he's showing me your path and how you're going. You're out like this, but you're going this way. And he's showing it in a different way, and I don't know why. He says you are the only one that can perceive on your path. And he's making a big deal of it. Hallmark. 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 Hallmark movies. Don't know if you've recently watched one of those. You guys watched them together. He says, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Now he's showing himself in a recliner, all kicked back, with the remote in his hand. Typical male. Typical. You don't really want me to say that, do you? Okay, he says, get in the kitchen, bitch. That's a joke around my area. That's what the guys say. Like what my friend says to his wife, get in the kitchen, bitch. He'll say, do you smell that? She'll go, no. He says, because you need to get in the kitchen, bitch. It's a joke. He's not calling you a bitch. So don't take it that way, because he's giggling. I don't know if he ever said that, or if he's just taking something that I know and he thinks it's cute. He's being funny, not mean. He says what will make him happy, and his ultimate goal is to see you happy. To see you laugh and smile again without feeling guilty. Cherish the ones you love while you still can. There's somebody that you need to go say, I love you to. Maybe not like, I'm in love with you, love you. There's somebody that maybe one of your parents, something like that you haven't said it to lately, or you haven't said it enough. He says you need to do it while you can. He says, I'm promising you I can hear you. And I admire you for something you've been doing. He admires you. And all of a sudden I feel like I'm touching all my crystals here. Like playing with my crystals. I don't know if you have some crystals and he wants you to use them more. But I just feel like I need to be touching all my crystals. I don't know why. So if you've got some around you, I don't know if I told you before or not, to get the rose quartz. But there's a reason for it. There's always a reason for it. See, now I feel like there's one clear over there, and I feel like I need to touch it. I don't know why. So he's saying to be careful of your vanity. Vanity. I spell it because sometimes the words don't come out so good with these teeth. So I'm not sure where he's going with this. I don't know what he means by this. Be careful of your vanity. Because vanity is more of an ego thing, and things he wants you to work on are not associated with the ego. Loving yourself is not an ego thing. It can be. Working on yourself can be an ego thing, but it's not supposed to be. That makes sense. He says you're just beautiful in every way. You just need to find it deeper, but not in an ego way. So he's kind of stuck on this one point. He's very, very adamant about it, asking for help. He says, I am sorry. I am sorry this happened this way. Now let's move forward. I love you very much. He's giving me kisses right here. So you should feel that. It could feel like a bug crawling. It could feel hot. It could feel like a pin sticking you. I don't know how you will receive the energy or how strong he's going to push it. But right in this area is what he's showing. So it feels like you got something there and you can't brush it off, or it gets real hot right there, anything like that. Know that that's him. Validate him, acknowledge him, and tell him you love him. Let him know that you know it's him. With that, he's leaving. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice again. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.